Alright, what is going on YouTube? And we got a brand new Spiral Abyss video. And it's not for a new Spiral Abyss, and it's not even for like a reset cycle. Because weirdly enough, today I found that on the first, like, you know how Spiral Abysses usually flip or like reset the stars every 1st and 16th of the month. Well, this time they didn't do that, which is pretty weird to me. I don't know if it has to do with the Imaginarium event that's going on right now, which I can make videos on too. So if that's like a big part of like the Genshin community, then definitely comment down below and I will make a video on that. I haven't played it whatsoever and I don't know even what it is. I don't know if like they've done it like an Imaginarium theater event before and I just don't remember it or whatever, because they have a lot of unnotable events, I should say. Ones that didn't really stand out as being particularly enjoyable for me. But that's besides the point. I was planning on making this video once the stars reset and it was like the new phase or whatever of the Spiral Abyss, and going mono Pyro and mono Hydro. But that they didn't reset, so I just made this video anyway and recorded this run. And I could have done quad Hydro as well, because I got Farina by not by accident, but I was trying to get Kaya's constellation for the month of June. So I did a bunch of pulls for Farina, or not even a bunch of pulls. Like it was, I literally probably spent like 30 wishes total, and I got Farina and Farina's best in slot weapon. And I had a full Tenacity of the Millilith set already built. And I know that the Golden Troop is like a better set for her personal damage, but I like to run all of my off-field characters as like buffers, just like adding boosts to my main DPS. In this case it would have been Yelan, but in most Abysses I'm going to run it with Hu Tao. And I have a really cool video idea for the next Spiral Abyss whenever it actually resets. I'm going to try a new team comp out with Farina that I've never tried before. So you got that to look forward to. And yeah, I know it's not quad Pyro or quad Hydro, but it is mono for both of them, because it's only like one element reacting. I felt with Pyro, Bennett was definitely screwing up my damage. I could have run him with Hu Tao, but he was screwing up my damage, and I can crowd control a little better with Kazuha. And on my Hydro team, I was just taking a little too much damage without Zhongli, and I imagine that would have been even more if I had Farina. So that's why we just got the mono teams instead of quad teams in this particular run. I will say that this was definitely a lot more difficult running it without any reactions, either of these teams without any reactions. The first half was a little easier in some aspects, and then in other aspects the second team was easier. Like obviously melting through the Pyro Herald's shields was a lot more easy when I had the mono Hydro, but without any reactions, Hydro usually does a lot less damage than it would paired with like Pyro or something like that, because Hydro is such a great reaction element in this game. The Magu Kenkai was not super duper hard, I felt, and with the Pyro team comp, and neither was the first chamber, but I think on the last chamber I definitely struggled with the first half a little bit more. I remember, yeah, I definitely did, because the timing of all the ults was not like, you know how the big Dorito boss, there's only like certain windows where you can even hit him without using an electro unit. So there were a lot of times where all of my ults and bursts did not line up. So I did restart that one several times. It probably took me about an hour in total, all combined. But it was not too bad. I enjoyed the challenge, really. Most of these characters are all ran with some buffs. Like Mona is a Noblesse artifact set. Yelan is actually Emblem, since she's my main DPS in this team. I just try to maximize her burst damage by running a decent Emblem of Severed Fate set. And Q, I think, also has Emblem of Severed Fate on this one, because I was trying to maximize his damage. Zhongli obviously has Tenacity of the Millilith. There's not another Hydro buffing artifact set like how Pyro characters can be buffed by Lava Walker, and that's like specific to them, and Dendro characters can be buffed with Deepwood, which is also specific to them. Hydro, as far as I know, does not have a specific artifact set that buffs from off-field like Lava Walker and Deepwood Memory can for their respective elements. So I just tried to maximize Yelan and Jinkyu's damage by running Emblem of Severed Fate on both of them. And then on my first team, the Pyro team, I ran Noblesse on Jingling, Lava Walker on Toma, and then on Kazuhai obviously had his, oh gosh, what is that? The Verdescent Venerer one, which just does that whole Animo buffing, resistance shredding, whatever thing through its 4-piece ability. So all my characters were getting buffed, and then I didn't run Elemental Mastery whatsoever on Hu Tao because there wasn't any reaction damage going on. So we do have we did hit 300 crit damage on that build, which I was super excited about. Just because it looks sick. It's not necessarily practical, but at C6 without any shield, I am getting, without any healing coming from Jingqiu on the team anymore, it's very easy for me to stay below the threshold where Hu Tao's C6 kicks in, and I'm able to do some pretty good damage. I want to take a moment to mention a previous video I dropped earlier in the week, or later last week technically. It is Duality 2, a humongous Call of Duty montage, so if any of the Genshin viewers also enjoy Call of Duty, this is probably one of the best montages you will ever see on this channel, and maybe forever. Like, if you're not like deep into the Call of Duty sniping community, then it could be, you know, one of the upper percentile montages you've ever seen. But it's like almost 12 minutes long, chock loaded with Call of Duty quick-scoping bangers between me and Q-Tip Games. So if you're into that, go check it out. It's the pinned video on my channel. And absolutely a cinematic masterpiece. I'm not one to toot my own horn, but it is definitely amongst the best videos on my channel. So do yourself a favor and go check it out. But anyway, back to Genshin. I am so excited for the Fire Nation to get dropped on this game. What is that thing called? Gosh, it eludes me. But I'm hoping that Signora is going to come out. I've heard some theories, but they're just that. I haven't seen any leaks about any character. Somebody commented that there's going to be some Fire Geo characters coming out. Like, not like they're elementally fire, but like they're just like sick-ass characters that'll be getting dropped. Oop, air conditioning kicked on. That'll be getting dropped in the Natlan. That's what it's called. I don't know if I just butchered that. I don't really care. Everybody knows. It's just the Fire Nation, the Pyro region of the map. But I really think, like, if Signora... Signora could get dropped in the Cryo region, too, since she uses both elements. But, yeah, I'm just hoping and saving a vast amount of my Primo Gems for Signora when she comes out. Definitely hope that she comes out at all. I don't care when it happens. I just hope that it happens, because I've heard a lot of people say it's not going to happen, and then I've heard, obviously, the theories that are leading me to discuss this. And then I think that the new, I don't know what 3.8 or 4.8 is going to be looking like, but I was not very impressed with Sanguine, or whatever the new Hydro healer is. I watched the Zyx video. Her whole kit looks kind of weird, because I feel like you won't be able to use her burst effectively in most situations. So it just kind of looks like an awkward character to me. I'm so excited to start using Farina in all the team comps, though. It's kind of a game changer, and I already have such a good build for her. Like, she's already like 188 with the talent levels, 90 out of 90 for the main level, and then I could run... I'm running Tenacity of the Millilith, and you'll probably see that within a couple weeks on whatever the next Spiral Abyss video I make is going to be. And I could do a Golden Troop build as well, but I'm just waiting right now, because you know me, I like running my buffing sets. So yeah, here's the Hu Tao build, looking pretty good. 50 the what is that, like a 1 to 6? Yeah, a 1 to 6 crit ratio. That's got to be ideal. And then we got Jingling on the Noblest, as stated earlier. Not the best my Jingling has ever been built, but I was impressed with the amount she was able to get done on this team. Like, it's not a great Jingling build, but with pretty much just her and Hu Tao doing damage, I thought that I was never really lacking in the Spiral Abyss on the first half for damage. Obviously, a lot less than my Melt team, or Vaporized team, like the Hu Tao Double Hydro. But it definitely wasn't the problem. The Mono Hydro team was definitely the one I was running into more problems with. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that all of your Abysses and Imaginarium Theater experiences go well. And if you do happen to pull for Sanguine and Farina, that you get them. So yeah, God bless you guys, and peace out.
Osmanthus wine.
Good roll. All right.